Yo, this is Erica Ford. I am the streets now. And we here, Ruff Ryders Radio. Check it out every Friday. You know where you gotta be, in them streets. Ruff Ryders.
Introduce this lovely woman right here.
Yo, man, well, you know, without no further ado, it's like family right here, man. We got Erica Ford in the building, man, representing that peace. Like, we've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you to get here. We've been waiting for you to get here.
Yeah,
you here.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was excited last week that he was gonna come in. And
mixed up my days.
A little mix up, yeah, which is perfect.
You know, when you reach a certain age, you start forgetting, you know, mixing and coding. That's why I need a young intern to come work with me. Hint, hint. Anybody out there listening? Let's go.
Yeah, hit us up. Hit up Erica Ford. You know, hit us up and we'll connect the dots. We have to.
So, my first question would be, how did you get into start working with the activism?
So, it's so funny. Before we came in here, Chicken was here, and you know, I used to hang out at Albany Projects and met some of those guys because all we wanted to do back then was hang out, go to parties, be fly. And one day I was going to a party and we stopped at my friend's house, and there was a flyer on the wall. And the flyer on the wall was about a rally. It was about the police who had attacked brothers up in Goshen jail in KKK uniforms. And I was like, oh wow, and the young girl Tawana Brawley, who was raped by the police. And so I was like, I want to go to that. And the rally was December 12th, 1987. And so coming up on the 30th year anniversary of me being conscious and activist and doing this work in streets and for our community and for our people. And I didn't want to go to the rally the day of the rally because we had went to a party the night before.
Right.
And it was like 6 in the morning. I wanted to go take the police test so I could be a crooked cop.
Right.
And I consciously wanted to be a crooked cop so that I could tell the drug dealers, because it was the 80s, you know, it was crack epidemic. And we were all ignorant, dumb, and stupid, doing stupid shit. So I was like, let me do something stupid too.
Right.
And I'm glad I did. And I went to that rally, and as our brother, my son, says, I got woke. You know, and I never looked back, and I was committed to doing something different for myself and for the people around me, particularly young people in our community. And so there it is. That's what I've been doing since then.
Definitely, you're doing a great job, you know, and the fact that you're doing this straight out of love is a blessing, you know, because being an activist, you don't get paid, you know, so a lot of people, they don't choose that because they're like, oh, I'm not going to get paid. So how does that, like, how do you transpire with that, like, try to?
I had a good job and a supporting mother, and worked with people who really were committed to the movement. And so we did it. We struggled, we raised money, we did the work, and it was a different mindset. It was a different set of people back then, because back then when we grind harder and we didn't get no money. You know, I look at like Stephanie, who brought me here. Stephanie, I met working with Ruff Ryders, and Stephanie goes hard. And it's not even her job, you know what I'm saying? And there's a rare group of people like that. Everybody's like, what's in it for me, and what can I get out of it? And you gotta give me money, and you gotta do this for me, and you gotta do that, and it ain't about that, you know? Like today, I cut this lady off, and then I like asked her, can I get in front of her? And she was like, you know, no problem, yes. And since she was kind enough not to cuss me out, she was behind me at the toll. I paid for her toll. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I told her, the toll booth, tell her that's because she was kind. And so, you know, at some points in time, we got to do something not because we want it back, but because we understand investing in our future is investing in other people, and it's investing in your community, it's investing in this world, it's investing in making things great and people great. And, you know, and that's what, you know, I'm glad that I was never motivated by money. You know, I don't think that we should be poor. I don't think that we should live inadequate to, you know, a wonderful lifestyle or whatever, but I don't think that money should be a motivating force.
Definitely. You had a question?
Yeah, I was just pretty much gonna say, like, has there ever been like a situation you guys couldn't work around or like the
Could
rally?
not.
Yeah, couldn't work around.
I don't even think of what could not. That doesn't exist in my vocabulary.
Okay, there you go.
Yo, you know what's crazy about
That's
when
dope right there.
I think when I first met her, I don't think it was a rally. I forgot which one it was. I don't know what it was. It's just like when you come in the room, like you command, your presence is so like command, like move this chair, move this chair. She's one of the people where you like when she say move a chair, you like, let me get the chair. You know what I'm saying? So like having that type of presence. But tell us a little bit about the life camp that you.
Life camp is, so in 1987, I joined the December 12th movement, and from that I had the Black Consciousness movement, and then first was December 12th Youth Movement, then the Black Consciousness movement, then BAM, By Any Means Necessary movement, then we went to the Code Foundation, which I did with Tupac Shakur and Matul Shakur and a lot of other folks, and then from that it evolved into Life Camp in 2002. And Life Camp is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to working with those young people who other people don't want to work with, you know, and who have that can't in their vocabulary. And not that I'm saying you know.
No, I understand totally.
But those people who are caught up in the mentality of we can't succeed because of our conditions. Right. We can't do this because of my mother's this or my father's this, or they were in jail for this many years, or I was in jail, or I did this, you know, and giving them the tools that can help transfer that mentality and shift their whole being into
break
that
the circle of
exactly.
thinking they can't do something better.
Right, and achieve.
So, the brothers that you're working with, like, I think it's my first time coming out with, I think Tupac, it was his sister, his sister was there, his sister just recently, and that was my first time actually experiencing. I was just like, okay, she got brothers here that actually did some time. You get what I'm saying? I think one of them friends, it was somebody that did some time, and he became a professor, and I was like, damn. I didn't know, like, she was working with brothers like that. You know, Mike, he'd tell me a little something here and there, and I'd pay attention, but I was like, wow, I think that's very inspiring that, you know, you're working with individuals that come from the neighborhoods that, you know, these young kids look up to, you know, for the wrong reasons, and now they got some of the right reasons to look up to them.
So we not only work with them, we created, and Prince, who you just named, I just recently turned the baton over to Prince. So Prince is going to be he runs the day-to-day operation, him and Stephanie of Life Camp now. And so he retired from being a teacher, and now he is the commander-in-chief of Life Camp. And so I salute that brother. He definitely, you know, did a lot of time for taking someone's life and identified his wrong and transformed his life and is doing phenomenal things, and is a phenomenal brother. And I salute him and all the other brothers and sisters who are formerly incarcerated, who did their time and is now doing great things because they're great people. They just did something wrong. That's all it is. And so we created a system. We played a leading role in creating a system that is throughout New York City called the New York City Crisis Management System. And we have partner organizations like Man Up and Street Corner Resources in Harlem and Gangsters Making Astronomical Changes. We have 696 in Queensbridge. We have in Far Rockaway, Street Corner we have Safe Streets in Far Rockaway and a lot of others. We have 18 sites. And so they all hire brothers and sisters who are formerly incarcerated because they're the credible messengers. They're the ones who, like you know, the commercial at the beginning of this said, "We are the streets." We are the streets. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And we work those streets, and we make sure that we take the guns out of these young brothers and sisters' hands and give them the opportunity of hope and the opportunity of career choices that can help not only get them the bags, but can help them get the mental bag that they can carry them farther than the gold bag or the silver bag or the green bag, you know, because you can get access to a lot of money. Like, we know people who had a lot of money. They ain't got it now because they didn't have the knowledge to allow them to get up a plan that can make them maintain that money. You know, so it's easy to get the money, I wanted you to get the brain so that you can make the money and keep the money.
Right.
And,
No.
and build longevity,
Yes.
you know, and
Yes.
substance, and
Yes.
everything else that comes with that. So how strong is the fight against guns, getting the guns off the street?
It goes to the cutting point, right? So I think that everything, you know, wake up in the morning is hard, right? And so it's about who do you connect with. Like going back to the cutting, it's who you connect with. If you can't do it, who can help you? What do you need to do it? And that's why, so for example, the young brothers who are the Urban Yogis and Robbie Nova and my son and Ruff Ryders, we connect with people also who can help bring certain extra credibility or extra incentives for young people and parents to want to get involved and help and save their lives. And when you connect with people, you know, you could offer a lot of stuff, but when you connect with them, they really want to change. They want to live different. People don't want to die. They don't want to go to jail, but they feel like that is all they have. That's all that exists in their environment. And so the hardest thing is to the people who we work with, to getting people to transfer their ideas to believe that they can get a young person to change their ideas. And so dealing with staff management and all that stuff, that's, to me, was the hardest thing. And then dealing with the city bureaucracy was the other hardest thing. Getting the money, getting people to invest in young people who nobody cares about is the hardest thing. Once you get that, sorry.
October 7th in Chicago, Peace Train.
The Peacekeepers are doing something, but I don't really have that information in front of me, but they can hit up our brother, Captain Dennis Muhammad. I know that he's doing a rally, but I don't have all the details about that. But Captain Dennis Muhammad, peacekeepers.org, or Global's Peace, but Captain Dennis Muhammad on all social media.
So do you teach any of that, like the crisis intervention and conflict resolution and the life camp? Like that's where I was really going to, because you know I seen it on your page, and you know I was just like I want to ask you about that. You know I want to know if that any of those things are implemented in the life camp.
Yeah, we have outreach workers, we have violence interrupters. And so the violence interrupters goes out and finds the high-risk level 3 shooters, the people who have the potential to be shot or shoot somebody. They bring them back and we work with them, and an outreach worker works directly with them on getting a risk reduction plan and how to shift their life, how to shift their mindset. We have free legal aid lawyers who provide free legal services to our young people and the families in the community. We have both professional and unprofessional therapeutic services that we provide to young people and to the community. So in some of those instances, we might do transformational leadership training. We might do how to deal with crisis management. We do conflict mediation classes in the school. We change the culture of violence in the school through various kind of activities. We have the violence intervention and prevention VIP team, and they work to make safe corridors in the school, creating a safe corridor for young kids to get to and from school. Because a lot of times you find older heads come up to the schools to recruit young girls and young guys, you know, and so we want to make that school environment a safe environment. We do all kind of trainings because we feel it's important to invest in the mind. And so we do, as you talked about the what do you call that? The
crisis intervention.
No.
Conflict resolution.
We do that too, but the thing for them to be like with the step to CPR, the CPR training.
CPR, right.
The CPR training. We do the regular leadership development. We do workforce development, so some of the young people get their OSHA license and the different kind of construction. Then we partner with LaGuardia College, so they do the workforce program over there.
Nice.
And we do
I need those resources.
Yeah, I definitely.
I need those resources because I work with adolescents in the substance abuse field, and that's a lot of those things that you mentioned. Like they're missing those things, even when they're in like institutions like SCO and you know, they don't really connect them with resources. They might give them like post supervision, but and they might go to just to see their parole officers, like, but what are you offering them after they do this time, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really offering them?
So we just started 2 years ago 2 new programs where we're in SEL, which is ACS program. We're in several different ACS youth detention centers and providing those training programs to them before they come out. And then when they come out, we stay with them. And that's not just us, it's all of in each borough. There's a group of people who work with these young folks who are in the ACS detention centers. We're in Rikers providing yoga and meditation as a way to exist in a hostile environment. You know, because sometimes you need to know how to stop and just think before you react, because sometimes when you react and you make that decision, it could cost you a whole lot of problems. So, you know, we do that. We've just recently started a partnership, a pilot with the police in Southeast Queens, and so now there's been several incidents where the police call us instead of arresting somebody. They'll call us to intervene or mediate the situation to avoid arrest, and it's been successful in those different incidents. Because the main objective is to keep kids out of jail, keep them out of the graveyard. And so the various ways that we can make that happen, we make it happen.
I'm pretty sure you're very aware of the news. A kid getting tired of being bullied, stabbed two students. You know, this happened in the Bronx, West Farm section of the Bronx. And the kid was being bullied from the moment the school opened the doors this school year. And unfortunately, you know, he reacted. He was tired of the situation. Now, I know if these public schools open the doors and programs you offer, you know, what would you do in a situation where the kid's being bullied, and, you know, because I know you would have stopped it.
We've mediated so many incidents where young people have been bullied. And when I heard about that yesterday, actually Robbie told me about that yesterday, and as soon as he told me, I hung up the phone on him, like, because it motivated me to go find out what happened. And to see that, it's a tragedy on both sides.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, there's 3 families now suffering. You know, you got the kid that was being bullied and, you know,
is now in jail.
You know, you got one that passed away, and then the other one is wounded. So now we got 3 families that are suffering. You know, so programs like the ones you offer are definitely needed in the school system. You know, and I'm surprised, and I just learned only 80 schools in the public system have metal detectors.
So,
and there's like I believe it's 1,300 schools, and only 80 of them have metal detectors.
So we didn't have metal detectors.
No, we did it. Absolutely not.
So each site is in 2 schools. And so we do the conflict mediation. We would have definitely intervened and mediated that situation and took those bullies under our thing in terms of working extra with them and helping them to shift their mindset from being bullies or just making them do extra work. And that's what we would have done. And that's why it's important to help invest in this work. You know, the mayors and the city council have invested, but we need to get more. When you look at changing the definition of dealing with violence from a criminal aspect to a public health issue, then you're not looking at putting more metal detectors, but you're looking at putting more health workers, more credible messengers, more brothers like y'all in these schools so that we can, you know, reduce the violence in terms of what's going on. And so that's where we gotta look at what are we gonna invest in? Are we gonna invest in arresting them? Because that's what the police and the metal detectors get, right? Or are we gonna invest in healing them? Because why are they bullying them? What's happening in their life? What's happening in their heart? What's happening to those young brothers to make them do that? And so
you gotta kind of pick their brain and see where their mindset is at, and, you know, try to
snatch them up and stay on top of them. You might have to babysit them. You know?
You know, I tell you what, I in school I was like that. I had a teacher who was like, "Oh, come with me. You know, you staying with me today." You know, we We need more teachers like that, that they care about the student, not only about the paycheck at the end of the week, but the student as well. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna get into some music over here, and we're gonna be back with Erica Ford and everything that she's working on. She's gonna open the door to her world and let us in. And the Bronx Boys, we're here with Erica Ford. Let's get it.
Let's go.
You know what it gotta be, Cage Media, ENT, I'm the E-Ski on the MIC and Ruff Ryder Radio, Cage Media, ENT, check it out.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Robbie Nova, and you are now checking out Cage Media ENT. Stay tuned. Woo!
Yeah, we live, we lit. Your boy Sincere.
Oh, before we bring the other guests in, I still ask you about.
Oh, Erica Ford ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
Right.
the Justice,
We gonna hold her hostage.
the Justice League. Like, I'm just to name a few individuals. Just you can expound on them and tell the people that don't know the type of work they're doing on how proud of you are these individuals. Tamika Mallory.
That's my peoples. That's the family. You don't have to name them. The whole Justice League is my family.
Right.
Those brothers and sisters, Tamika, my son, Carmen, Linda, Julie, Cassidy. You know, the whole crew is a home team, and they really, have gone above and beyond in terms of their dedication and work to change the conditions of Black and Latino people, of all people in this world. And so, I salute my brothers and sisters. We work very, closely and hard together, and we are one. We are one. So,
Since 2002, when you started this organization, till now, do you see the difference in?
yes, facts. So last week when I couldn't come here, it was the 30th birthday for one of the young girls who was 14, when we started. And so it was a joy seeing those young people who are now grown people and the success and the greatness that they're achieving. Like, it's a blessing, And so I've seen a lot of success, not only the fact of them in terms of individuals, but we got a system that is across New York City. And we have Peace Week in New York. That just like Fashion Week and Fleet Week, is Peace Week. We have funding. At that time when we started, we was in my car, my basement, and now we have funding and we have an office and we have, we on Ruff Ryder radios. And the funny thing is, Ruff Ryders was the first organization that partnered with Life Camp. Well, we weren't Life Camp at that time. I think it was 1989, something like that, with Uncle Ralph and DMX, and we were dealing with a young man who had accidentally killed his friend in, I think, Cleveland or.
I think that's when we formed Ruff Ryders to the Rescue. And
Nah, it was way before.
It was before that?
Way before, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely before that. But Ruff Ryders to the Rescue is now the new.
It's the new campaign.
It's the new.
Well, it's not a new campaign to me.
No, it's a new campaign to me though. I'm down with the Ruff Ryder to the Rescue family, and we gonna make it happen. We gonna really, as y'all say, we're the streets. The streets is coming together with the streets, and we gonna really make some neat stuff happen.
It's like you said, and we have a whole bunch of people that the streets can relate to. Aside from just the artists, because Ruff Ryders, it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
And it's a way of living for some. It's a culture. And our culture is made out of many races. And not only that, we, under the Ruff Ryder umbrella, we got Bloods, we got Crips, we got Latin Kings, and we all function as one.
Yes.
We put the colors to the side, all that nonsense, because at the end of the day, we all grown up now. Everybody's at a different mindset.
Yes.
So now everybody's.
It's like I got that blood issue. Down with the Crips too.
She got bars too. Then you gotta see how when she run up on mice and she be like, "Yo, I got bars."
Mice, mice don't listen to them.
She said she gonna run up. Yo, we gonna have a battle up here.
You know what? I'm gonna run that promo again. I remember We ran up on her on Juneteenth.
Right.
And she gave us little bars. I still got the video. As a matter of fact, I'll put it up on the gram. I'm gonna throw that up as
I
a
seen her in the
flashback.
studio working. I seen her in the studio. Oh, these guys? Oh, you can talk to him about that. That was him on the boards, right?
Nova. Yeah, I told him everything he knows. You know what I'm saying? Robbie Nova.
Okay.
I see my brother Ant watch and listen to us. He from Brownsville. He runs Brownsville In, Violence Out, and you know, y'all know Brownsville.
Woo.
Always ran. Oh, wait, what is
Never
it?
ran, never will. Brownsville never ran.
Always
never will.
ran, always killed. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Ant. And Ant, you know.
So you know what? Back when you first started, it's like it was no social media.
Right.
And now
right.
it's social
Good
media.
point.
So how
we
easy
worked
was it?
for a living.
You really like.
We had to so in order to get 1 million people out to a rally, we had to go door to door. We went door to door to every projects in New York City and handed out flyers.
Right.
And you know, stood at the subways at 6 o'clock in the morning before we went to work or school,
Right.
and handed out the flyers and really like worked for a living. And I'm not saying that people who hit the send button ain't working,
Right.
but you know,
It's a little bit more convenient for them.
it's very convenient. You know, you was in your bed laying down.
You can be in your office.
Yes.
Sending emails out.
Exactly. But so we really had to grind. It was before they even started putting up posters and stuff. You know what I mean? We take credit for that. When you talk about the advancement, like we were the first to be out there putting up them posters on the streets. It was
Street team.
It was
The real
right,
street
the street
Yeah,
team.
real street team.
And it was for acting. It was for
Bullshit.
movement stuff. It was for the red, black, and we were outcast then. Nobody wanted to roll with us. There was them. They used to say, "Oh, that's Erica. Here she comes with that black." My man, Fat Joe. People used to always say, "Oh, here comes Erica." I used to see Fat Joe like, "Here she comes with that black stuff again."
Right.
Because I would be at the parties and I would wait. You know, or I would go in and be like, yo, you gotta do the move, you know, you gotta be there on the move, you gotta help the kids. I would
Right.
always harass them and be there everywhere they were. And I was kind of wild at that time, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't talk as pleasant. I made them feel like, yo, you gotta do that, mother.
Oh, you just getting your point across.
I was just getting my point across. But it was the wrong way. And so I realized, and I, humbly say that it was the wrong way. Sometimes.
Sometimes. But you was actually fighting for something that you believed
Yes.
in. You just didn't know how to express it the way you do it now.
I was very
Passionate.
It's passionate, man.
It's passion behind it.
When there's passion behind it, man, it's like no right or wrong. You just trying to get your message across.
Rightful cause.
and
Word!
Wake everybody up.
So I woke their asses up.
Yeah.
You see them now. Black Lives Matter is a cool thing.
So
What do you think about that Kaepernick situation?
I think it's, I don't know. What do you mean? I support it. Like, I'm down. I think that.
how do you feel now that the rest of the teams are
Johnny come lately? No.
Pretty much.
This is why I love this woman, I swear, man. She's like, there's no filter, she speaks her mind.
The whole thing, the system is built on racism, and so we have to really understand that and really understand that. And so these folks, this is business. We're their business.
Right.
Whether we're in jail, running up and down the basketball court, pitching baseballs, kicking soccer balls,
Rapping,
dancing, we're their business. This is how, and so how do we understand that we have to control our wealth? We have to control, and our wealth is sometimes our labor, and
Right.
so when you're absent from something, you show them you can't exist without us, and so sometimes we need to really show America, because we're really in a very, very critical state right now.
Right.
When you look around the world and all that is happening, so we might joke and so on and so. We're in a very critical state, and we have to really be aware of what is happening to our children and children's children. What are we, building for them? What do we say? Because people fought and died in a very serious way to get us the privileges that we have today.
Right.
And so where do we take that? When you talk about advancement and so on and so forth, where do we take that, And so what are we trying to build for the future for our people? And that's what, I say I support it wholeheartedly. But we gotta extremely educate and elevate our people to ownership, and real control of our wealth.
Right.
Whether it's our physical, financial, spiritual wealth, We can't just give stuff away all the time.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the company you bring with you today. Let's talk about that. Let's get into that. I'm hearing a tour. What we doing here? We working. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff over here.
We in here, so
She brought Queens with her.
I brought Queens with me. It's that Robbie Nova.
Robbie
So-
Nova in the building.
Robbie Nova's in the building.
Okay.
And
And
so
he was here early. He was here early.
I was here early too. I just went around the corner to check out my Yonkers snug folks, you know?
Oh, okay.
But I didn't find them.
No
But
problem.
we're working on a tour. We do this thing every year for the last 7-8 years called the I Love My Life tour. And what we do is we use music and arts and culture as a way to impact and change the lives of young people. So as you said, the schools. So if we can't be in every school, then how do we ignite a movement amongst young people to want to be down with something other than themselves, you know? And so that's why we do the I Love My Life tour. And we have some very talented people that come with us. And this is one of them right here, Robbie Nova.
Yep.
And so I taught him how to sing a couple of years ago, and now he has a wonderful voice. And
Oh, so he a singer.
before he says a word, he has to sing to all the ladies who are listening to Ruff Ryder radios. You have to sing hello to them.
Come over here. Come over here.
So we want to bring to you the one and only. I can no longer say the future of R&B. He has to be R&B.
This is
Every
true.
day, the one and only Robbie Nova.
Let's get it.
I used to put the blame on me. Thought I wasn't doing enough, but love is a two-way street. But you was busy hitting corners, but now it's clear to see. Looking back, you didn't deserve me. It's such a tragedy. You was too blind to notice you hurt me, and you had time to try to make this right. But you took for granted what you had in your life. You had my love, you did. Go something like that?
Something like that, man.
Something
Told
like
you I
that.
taught him everything he knows.
Everything I know.
Real soulful.
Yes,
That's
yes.
real soulful right there.
Appreciate that,
How long
appreciate
you been doing this?
I've been doing this for a long time.
For a long time.
Yes.
Sound like you've been doing it for a long time.
And working at
And
it.
so Robbie goes around with us to the tour.
Yes.
You want to tell him about the tour, Robbie, what we do?
So basically the tour is, alright, so how I came onto the tour, I think it was like 2008. Like I had just signed a deal with Akon.
Right.
So I was looking for ways to, you know, it wasn't on social media, so how you get to your fan base, how you get to your fan base. She
Right.
goes to high schools, oh, that's perfect for me. So it started just me showing up to do the shows, and then me getting to know Erica and me getting to know what the objective was, what the movement was about. It kind of shifted from, wait a minute, I kind of got a voice, maybe I could do more than being an artist. I could actually, you know, talk to the kids and relate a little more on her behalf. So it went from just performing to just being totally involved, turning into the host of the tour, doing the lineups and singing. So the tour, we just go from high school to high schools. We will perform at events, and we'll bring our message and just try to do it in a fun way to get the kids involved in what we're trying to do.
That's what's up.
So, yeah.
Growing up,
Yep.
who's your favorite like artist?
Favorite artist? Well, I'm a fan of just old school music, like the old groups like the Delphonics, the Temptations. Because my mom used to play that in the house, so I used to always hear it, not knowing that, you know, I'd be a singer, because I wasn't, you know, I was a church kid trying to get out of the choir because my grandmother was the choir director. But R. Kelly is like, you know, his the way he produces and writes music, I learned a lot melody-wise from him being a teacher without really teaching me. So he's like been one of the guys. Yeah,
That's what's up.
music. Yeah.
So, because I know a couple of guys that sing, and you know, we always picked on them in a funny way because they were singers. You know, they ain't look like singers, but you know, the moment they start singing, it's like it was crazy. Did you experience that?
No, I was kind
With
of.
your friends and
I was being used, like so high school. I was being used. So I So me and my best friend used to do something in high school where like we'd be in the hallways and like a class door would be open. So he actually walked past the door and act like he's singing, but I'd be in back of him singing, you know what I'm saying? And it was like we used to do the Donald Jones, I'm not saying I'm gone, but so he'd walk by and the girls would be like, woo! So I mean, we just had fun with it, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. I never had like no problems like people saying anything about the singing. It was just like a cool thing.
So I know besides the tour, are you working on any like projects that you?
Yeah, I got an album coming out probably 2-3 weeks called "Know I Was a Star." I produce records too. I produced this whole joint and wrote it. I've done the biggest record I ever was on was a song called "That Could Be Us" with Mano.
Okay.
So that did like great. I've been producing a couple records for Troy Ave. I'm currently writing for upcoming artists, and even a part of the tour now. When we go to these schools, we want to add on if we got talent, if we got talent in there that I could produce and work on songs with the kids too. So that's another thing we're gonna bring to get the kids more involved with everything.
So you say you had to deal with Akon.
Yeah.
How was that like working with Akon? Because Akon is like an amazing.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I never got to work with him.
Oh, you never did?
So the situation was kind of weird because it was like somebody that knew him, and I'm encouraging artists right now, kind of stay away from that kind of stuff if it's not solid. You know what I'm saying? So it was somebody that, you know, had good intentions thought I was dope, but I don't know, it just didn't work. I don't think they looked at him really serious, but he did have a dope talent. Like I sung in front of Akon, so he did think I was dope, you know what I'm saying? But it's one of those first deal situations that just didn't work out. And just.
So how big are you on learning the business aspect of?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, ever since that situation, I've been reading and Googling and I definitely learned a lot. So yeah, I'm definitely big on how that goes.
So you signed to Erica Ford Records?
Signed to Erica Ford Records.
We moving. Life can't eat music. Word. So.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Uh-oh. We're gonna warm up the mic for you, Erica?
She wanna battle
Robbie and my son. No, I don't want to battle Cardi B.
She was in the studio like, put the beat on right now. I got bars for Cardi right now.
No, it's not battling Cardi B. It's I took the beat and did the positive flip.
Okay.
Right? And so I want to encourage artists to do bars for peace. You know, so that we can change these streets. Okay. We ain't got to get our kids killed by the police. If you got the dime, drop the rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we are challenging artists. We are challenging artists to upload Instagram bars for peace. You know, spit something positive. Everybody doing that challenge thing right now. And it's like
D and the P and all that.
Yeah, so we want to challenge y'all to spit something positive, and we'll post it. We'll put it out there. We want to hear that. So. You know,
we want to build a movement nationwide for peace. You know, when you look at Chicago.
You got bars, do you, bro? You flip something. Can we get 1 or 2 bars?
So I'm not a rapper. My son, I'm not allowing them to encourage me.
I'm the plea right now.
No, I'm not coming to plea. I'm just setting the foundation.
Because I can't. It doesn't exist.
See, these are the ones you stay away from. They try to gas you up to do stuff that you know you are not capable of doing. No, let me stop. So I don't write down rhymes.
She's a freestyler.
I just spit whatever comes to my head. You know, so when I heard Cardi B, I sat there for a second and I'm like, what is this? You know, because as being a black woman, I found some of the stuff that she was rapping about at that time to be non-progressive for young girls. And so I wanted to take that and change the message and you know, like, so can we get the Cardi B beat though?
Oh, freestyle?
We need the instrumental.
Let's see if we can get that instrumental.
Turn it up.
Let's work on that.
Johnson.
DJ Twin
Is this
Solo.
Leandra Johnson that is the one and only greatest gospel singer in the world checking me out right there? Is that her?
That's her.
Yo, I do a rap for you on your
I see
song.
Steph in the building too, man.
Come
Steph,
on.
love you.
Shout out to Steph, man.
Step up! Yo, Leandra, what's up? Can I rap some bars on your thing right there? Yo, y'all saw on Greenleaf. I seen you on Greenleaf. I loved it.
Definitely.
Mic check 1, 2. What's up with the man with the music? He don't know what to do. Just push the button and make the music come through. It's Bodak Yellow. You see, I'm just with these fine fellas. I just spit rhymes off the top of my mind. I can't wait for the beat. I just kick it like I kick my feet. Riders! Stop. Drop. Yo, so the same way we clean up the streets, we clean up fun. Like, we like to have fun when we doing our work. We don't like to be in some square pegs and just go out there and do what we do. We really like to give opportunity to people to show them what fun is. And so that's why we just have fun with rapping. And I'm not trying to be a rapper. I'm trying to show people that they can break out their fears.
Yeah, exactly. That's a channel you can use, a tool you can use to reach a troubled individual.
Yes.
You know, and starting with the youth, because rap is very influential.
Yes. And hurt, you know, it's a famous line. They say, you know, hurt people, but heal people, heal people.
I heard you say that on the video.
Prince, and yeah.
I watched that.
But Prince always says that. We all say that, and you know, we have Miss Dixon, who I see here on Facebook Live, and Miss Dixon's son is the last person who got killed in our target area, which was 2014. Right. So we've had 3 years and some months without someone being killed in our target area, and that is an area in which, you know, previously over 4 people would be killed a year, and 17 people would be shot a year. And so we've had up to 569 days with no one being shot.
That's dope.
And then, like I said, up to 3 and maybe.
Where is it? In Queens?
South Jamaica,
South
Queens.
Jamaica, Queens. Okay.
You know, not just Queens.
Southside.
Yes.
The mall blocks.
Yes. Okay. So we just, you know, we working hard. We working hard, and you know, we want people to join the Peace Force, right, Steph? Forgot about that. Join the Peace Force. Text Peace Force to 51555 and join up with us. And you know, we're coming to your city. We want you to be part of what we're doing. We want to bring people together, because in a lot of cities, there's a lot of people doing work, and they doing it under cure violence. They doing it under ceasefire. They doing it under Save Our Streets and whatever the different name is, but we won, you know what I'm saying? And so part of our tour is bringing together people as one. And so we're working with Pastor McBride and the Live Free campaign, and really working to bring people together and work as one under this umbrella of peace and Peace Force.
Because you see a lot of movements out there, and it sometimes becomes conflicting for people.
And competitive.
Competitive. You know what I'm saying? You see that a lot. You hear those stories where y'all all have the same common goal, but it's like, okay, we're doing it this way, and we're doing it this way, when it's really to, you know, uplift and help people. And some people forget that message, you know?
Yeah, one of the main things that we like to do is push getting rid of the judgment, getting rid of jealousy, competition. It's just, it's habitual, you know, it's habitual. And so it's a process to get rid of it. And another song that we had that Robbie created for us was This Whole World. And you know, and it helps to bring us together. It helps to show that we can all work together just in the same way that a lot of our forefathers did. And so it's a song he did for Peace Week. And I keep pointing at you to see a real singer would have already started singing, my brother.
I wanted to say with everybody having like different organizations, she's actually been doing good with bringing organizations together and then everybody still have their name and then attack the common goal. So over the years, she's been able to do that, and that's been like really cool. So still limited.
Brother, I'm still trying to get a song.
He said sing.
Oh,
He said sing. Trav wrote a song.
how about we play it? We
Email it. Where's the track? We got the engineer still trying to load up.
It's a beautiful song. Let's give it the right due. I produced the record too, so let's let's not cheat the people.
Experience the whole song.
Definitely, you
The
gotta
experience is so the hook is this whole world keeps on letting me down, but I know we can turn it around. This whole world keeps on letting me down, but with peace and love we could change. And that's the rhythm. Check out.
Oh, that's it right there?
Yeah.
just text it to me. I have the engineer play it.
We about to have that queued up. We do it the right way, right?
Yeah, we do it the right way. Oh, what is that? iTunes? Oh, okay. Yeah, email it to me. I'll give you.
Oh yeah, I sing to y'all. That's why I be rapping, because y'all don't want to hear me sing. Not that I don't sing when I go on the tour. Like, you know, I will sing.
You gotta go.
But wait, I can give him my thing that I did. I don't have to do it.
Oh, you got that recorded?
Oh, here we
No,
go.
I'm not that good. It's too low.
Turn my mic up. Turn my mic up.
man.
Turn my mic
It's too low. It's too low. I need it to be louder.
Let me see that, champ. Let me see that. Let me see that. Hold on a second. Put the headphones on. We gonna make this work. We gonna make this work.
Wait. I'm gonna make it work right here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let me send this to you.
No, play it.
Play it.
Oh, okay.
Gigi.
Totally is.
Pardon me. Let me go.
Yeah,
So-
send this. So you got
Are
an
people
extra
gonna
room, man.
they really call
You
in?
got an extra room. Sing got the phone when they call me.
People calling?
Yeah, they call it. Sing got the phone when they call me. I see that phone. Love it, y'all headphones. Okay. I like that.
That's me playing with it.
That's off the top.
That's off the top.
That's me playing with it, yeah.
That's off the top. I can only rhyme off the top. I don't know, I'm not an MC. I'm not an MC.
Oh.
Here you go. You put it in my headphones,
Yeah, it's on the headphones, man.
but I can't do it like that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, this is the woman that said can't ain't in the
Oh,
vocabulary.
Right, you
This is the woman that said can't is not in the vocabulary.
What happened? I can't.
Then she got the mean intro. Do it again, Chi.
Go down.
Go down.
Uh-oh. Cardi E. What's up, Cardi B? I'm in the BX.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Cardi, where you at? Let's go. My song is for you, baby.
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm getting ready to do. Be warned.
That was you right there.
Mic check 1, 2. I got them bloody shoes. Nah, I'm not a rapper. I can rap. Mic check. So I'm E-Ski on the MIC. I'm here making a fool of me, cause I'm not the MC, it's Cardi B. But I'ma show you how to flip them bars, cause I'm a superstar. And that's about all.
Okay.
Definitely good with that, man. Erica Ford here with them DemBXboyz. We just having fun with
Ruff
it.
Ryders.
You know what I mean? Each and every Friday, 8 to 10. There goes the drop. Don't forget to call us up, 347-784-3168. We live. We got another guest in the building. We'll bring him up shortly.
Oh, we should
But
bring
now-
in the number. She wanna know the numbers people call up.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll spit that number out one more time. That number is 347-784-3168. Call us up. We're live with Erica Ford, DemBXboyz, man. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna give you some music. DJ Twin Solos in the building. Quick shout out to Los Yacos. Los Yacos has been working. They doing what they doing. We're gonna replay that Christian Dior interview we had on Wednesday. We're thinking about having more hours on the radio. So Just hit us
October
up.
20th. October 20th, we still live with the battle, right?
Yes, October 20th, we live and we live with the battle. We're gonna start off with Ruff Ryder Latino Showcase, and then we're gonna get to the bars. So definitely make sure you guys, come down to 33 South Broadway, Yonkers, New York. 7 o'clock. Doors open at 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? Showtime is like on and popping. Everybody's gonna be here on time. We're gonna do what it do, and we're gonna get straight into this business. Right now, we're gonna get straight into this music though. DJ Twin Solo, what you got for us over there, man?
What's the email?
Sincere CYN.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Robbie Nova, and you already know Ruff Ryder Radio. Tune in every Friday, 8 to 10. So I got this new song out called Emojis, and it go a little something like this. You gon' stop playing around with them emojis. Eggplant with your tongue out. Baby, you better be clear on what you want. Cause you gon' mess around and get this. You gon' get tonight if you keep it up. Yeah, you gon' give tonight if you keep it up. I'ma give it to you. Emojis, Robbie Nova. Woo.
What's up, it's your boy Trav Q, tuning to Ruff Ryders Radio every Friday from 8 to 10. It's lit, now walk away from me.
Oh, Nelly, she over there listening. Oh, hold on. Shout out to Glitter Pants too. Okay.
Who's Glitter Pants, shit?
Glitter Pants. Operation Glitter Pants.
Sound like a cartoon kid.
What's the phone number for people to call in again?
The number to call up is 347-784-3168. If you want to talk to them Bronx boys, man, we live, we lit over here with Erica Ford. Matter of fact, Erica, we're going to keep you on the panel with us. We're going to bring this young individual over.
I got jokes.
He go by the name of...
You got everything,
I know, that's what I'm saying. Trav Q.
Trav.
Where you at, though?
Yeah, Trav Q. Trav Q.
Welcome to Ruff Ryder Radio, champ.
How you?
Welcome to Ruff Ryder Radio.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Definitely, man. So Trav, for people that don't know who you are, give them a little rundown of who you are and what you do.
What's up, my name is Trav Q, social media influencer, comedian, actor, for those that don't know. The first video I ever did that went viral, it was on Vine. I walked inside of McDonald's and I screamed and I walked like nothing happened. Now the new video I'm doing, I go viral. I woke up to your favorite celebrity, I say, you're one of the most beautiful girls I ever met, and I walk away from you. So that's what I'm most known for right now.
What celebrity was that?
There's a lot of celebrities, Amber Rose, Sanaa Lathan, Cardi B, Remy Ma.
It's random females.
Exactly.
I seen that.
Yeah.
So what made you get into this, acting and comedian coming?
Well, I've been this way my whole life. I finally took the craft serious in about 2013, actually the first time I went viral. These are things that I did like on a regular without recording myself. And it took like my frat brothers just hit me up like, yo, you need to start putting this on the internet. And I'm like, who's gonna wanna see somebody scream? Who's gonna wanna see somebody do this? And I just did it and it's been working ever since.
Your frat brothers?
Yeah.
What fraternity you in?
Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Q-Dogs.
Okay.
He spit that off like,
He spit that off like it was his first name, man. So how long you been in the fraternity?
Since 2009.
2009?
Yeah.
Let's tell us some of your experiences, positive and negative.
I mean, I don't know if y'all ever seen the video, but it's the reactions that I get from it is different, because it's like no one is doing that. People ask me why I do the videos I do. It's like it's different because if you go on the internet, everybody's doing like regular skits. I just try to be different from everyone else. But as far as the positive, it's opened many doors for me. Like I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an opportunity, and I appreciate this. The negatives is like you got people like who just hate on you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Or like say like if I'm not in the car or taking Uber, I gotta get in the train. I always gotta be on point because you got people who try to sneak pictures and whatnot. So things that I was able to do before I can't do now is I always gotta be on point now. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
How old are you?
How old do I look? Because the age, like everybody get confused and they don't believe when I say it.
They don't believe you when you say it?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Younger or older?
I'm in my 20s, man. We gonna leave it at that. I'm leave it at that, man.
Well, you got the actor's age, so you about 24, right? You want to say you 24?
I mean, whatever.
He's 21, man. He an actor. He's 21. So, how is it since you started doing all these Instagram posts now? You know, when you walk into a McDonald's now, how is the environment?
I mean, sometimes an employee might recognize me and they be like, "You about to scream in here?" Like, you know, so they say what's up, but it's different. But it's a great experience because I was at a comedy show like 2 weeks ago, and Busta Rhymes, I was going to say what's up to Busta Rhymes, and he was like, "Yo, Trav, Q, I'm a huge fucking fan." Like, and that caught me off guard. I'm like, "Yo, I can catch up on camera and say you good." Like, we've been showing love, we've been chopping it up ever since. Like, you never know who's watching. That's why I tell people, it don't matter if you got 100, 1,000, 100,000 followers, there's always somebody watching. So just grind like the world is watching, because the world is watching. You understand?
That's one thing about Busta Rhymes. He's always with his ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I experienced that with my brother standing right next to me.
Right.
Busta was right next to me at the Barclays Center when we did the Ruff Ryders reunion tour at the Barclays Center. And I got a hand on my shoulder, I said, "What's up?" And then I doubled, was like, "Oh,
Right.
it's Busta." He gave me a hug, he was like, "Sin, keep doing your thing." I was like, okay, he knew who I was, you know what I mean? So I kind of,
That's
I can relate to that. I can relate to that.
You always gotta rock with people like that, because there's a lot of celebrities who might know what you're doing or see when they won't say anything at all. They walk right past you. Or sometimes it takes for them to get some liquor courage to be like, "Yo, I see you keep doing your thing." It's like, why you just can't say it straight up? You understand?
Yeah.
Like, if I see somebody doing anything, I'm like, "Yo, keep doing your thing." That's what it is.
That's dope, man. That's what's up, man. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Television. Well, I'm starting right now, so I'm doing independent films. But in 5 years on the big screen, you know, I gotta continue to grind. It's not easy, you know. Gotta just stay humble and keep working. Point blank, period. But on the big screen, television, commercials, wherever I fit, you know, just keep making connections and keep building my brand.
So on Instagram, out of the comedians on there, who would you say is your top 3?
On Instagram?
Yeah, right now.
The Instagram comedians.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trav Q, Trav Q, Trav Q. Because I make funny videos. I'm saying that's the Dave Chappelle skit. I'm saying you said die, you know. But shout out to everybody doing their thing though, you know. If y'all go on my page, I work with a lot of the social media influencers, you know. Out of New York, we got Ken Stars, Shitty, y'all know Fat Boy. Yeah. Shout out to Jacob, you know, Mr. Commodore. Like, shout out to everybody that's doing their thing.
Commodore friends, family to the room.
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to all of them, man. I always show love to everybody. Like, we work, we build. It's like, that's the thing though. Some people, they gain followers and they don't want to work with nobody. But you don't know, it's always good to network, you know, and work with other people, because that helps your brand at the end of the day, you know.
Right.
Point blank, period.
Yeah, definitely, man. So, what artists are you currently listening to? Music-wise.
Right. Well, Kanye West is one of my favorite artists. Right. I just listen to whatever's hard. I'm saying whatever's dope. You know, it's not like I don't have too many favorite artists. Whatever. If the music is good, and that's just what it is. You feel me? So if somebody come out as, it could be an underground artist, you know. So I hosted a music festival in Durham, North Carolina last weekend. And I just met a whole bunch of artists who I never heard of if I didn't go out there. So it's like, if your music is dope, it's dope.
Definitely.
we taking calls right now.
Yeah, about their business, man.
Yeah,
That's a
definitely. So now, for someone who is trying to follow in your steps, you know, with using social media as a platform to reach out to the audience and to the people.
Right.
Words of wisdom to them. What would you say to someone who's like, "Yo, listen, Trav, I'm trying to get on. How should I do this and how should I do that?" Like, what is your words of wisdom?
Be yourself. That's it. Don't try to be like someone else. Don't focus on what the next man is doing. Like I said, if the next man got 1 million followers, you got 100. Work with your 100. And just be yourself. Like, because people can see through certain things. You understand? That's why I do the videos I do. I'm just being myself, and it's been working. So that's it. Put 100% into yourself.
So you have any fears dealing with, you know, with being successful?
Have any fears?
Yeah.
Running across fake people, you know, because you never know who's really there for you. But I always keep my circle tight, and I'm always able to read through people anyway. You understand? But you just never know who's really there for you or who's really there for what you can provide. You understand? So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Like, that's the only fear I have, you know, just having fake friends around. But that's why I keep my circle small.
So it's more like family oriented.
Exactly. Like, if I meet somebody and we vibe and we chop it up, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm able to read through somebody. Even when I walk in a room, like, I don't try to be in the mix. I try to play it back so I can observe what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see how people move just by not being in the mix. You understand? So that's just, you know, it's just dealing with the right people. You understand? Like.
So you're from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Originally?
Yeah. My parents are Jamaican. My mother, father's Jamaican. My grandmother from my father's side is Costa Rican, so I'm like Jamaican and Spanish.
Okay.
So I speak, you know, it doesn't know. I speak Yakusari, what you need, you know what I'm saying? There. My friend will help him, you know what I'm saying? So what you need, you know what I mean?
We into the legendary Ruff Ryders building.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knows Ruff Ryders. If you don't know, then I don't know, they've been on the rock. Who is Trav's Q's favorite?
Drag On.
Drag On?
Yeah, because Drag On, when I was younger, he used to spit that heat, point blank period, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and then, because he make videos on Facebook now, and I still be checking for him, you know, because like, even when so back then, because I heard she mentioned, you didn't really have social media, so you had to go door to door, and you really had to grind it out, so that grind back then was totally different, but he's using the Facebook platform now, you know what I'm saying, to make music, you know?
Yeah, before that kid used to run through the Bronx, through Harlem, everywhere.
Exactly, you got
but
you
that's something
everywhere.
The Dean, you know, Y, D, they made these boys just go to every borough and who's your top? This your top, I'm gonna put this one against that one against this one.
So you should be battle rappers.
Yeah, like, forget it. Like, Christian Dior was up here. And he said he was on the other side of Yonkers and he had to battle from the other side of the Yonkers to the front door of this building.
See, that grind is different. Now, the thing is, it's easy for artists now. Anybody go on SoundCloud, hit the send button like she mentioned. You understand?
And one time I don't like that.
Yeah, one time I was on a panel, they was like, you're a social media influencer, you do social media, how does it affect music? I said, people, they don't even go on the street no more and give out their CDs. They don't try to go to events and network. It's like, yo, click the link in my bio. It's not about that. If you really about your business, you really about the artist,
you're not working,
you still got to grind. Like, even with the social media thing, I don't only be on social media, I be everywhere. Every event supporting people. Still doing that groundwork. You understand? Because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's really about. Because people build relationships on the internet. It's nothing like being face to face with somebody and saying what's up and talking to them. You understand? Yeah. That's how you get to know people. Click the link in my bio. And that be it. Like, I understand if you was going on the street and tell people to click the link in your bio, cool. But if it's just click the link, some people will send me music and they don't even say nothing. It's just
they just send you a video.
Yeah, that be it. I'm like, yo, say what's up. Like, you know.
My favorite one is when they email me, yo. Like, all right.
And then put the song.
What I'm supposed to do with this
shit? Yo, and they put the
song. They don't even put the song on though.
Yeah,
they just be like, yo, like, all right, trying to see if the email valid or something. But definitely,
and that's kind of bad too, because they go into these events and they don't know how to network because they're never in the streets. So I mean, so
you said you had West Indian parents, right?
Yeah.
And what's the biggest lesson that you learned from your parents that you applied with, you know, your entertainment while doing entertainment?
Just being myself, honestly, you know, and not trusting everyone, I should say, you know, because you can't really trust everybody. You understand what I'm saying? It's like my mother always taught me, you know, stay to yourself. You understand? And if you're gonna go network with the right people, you know, and always work hard, because my that's the instrumental for me while I was talking?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, alright.
That's the track we're gonna play.
I was about to, you know what I'm saying, man. But I ain't know if the instrumental's coming on, but yeah.
I'll play instrumental. You want an instrumental?
My parents, yeah, you gotta play some motivational shit while I'm talking, man. I mean, but my parents always told me to work hard.
Give a party up.
Yeah, but even when I went to college, I followed in my parents.
What college you go to?
I went to Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. Okay. So when I went to college, I tried to follow my parents' footsteps, and I became a health science major. I even went to grad school for a semester, and I was getting good grades, and I'm like, yo, this is not what I want to do, you know? And the professor's like, what you mean? I'm like, I don't want to be here. I want to do entertainment. She's like, so why are you here? And I said, I'm out. And that was it, like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you're getting grades. I'm like, I'm out. She's like, all right, chase what you want to do, you know? Because I grew up wanted to do what my parents wanted me to do. And that's just a Caribbean thing.
Right.
Point blank period. Like your parents say do something, you're gonna do it out of respect.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to do it. But then as you get older, you're like, I really don't want to do this. This is what I want to do, you know? So it's like.
So they're supportive with your.
I mean, my mother, she don't too much like it, but now she can't say nothing because her friends be hitting up like, yo, did you see what your son did? And she's not really on the internet like that, but now she's like, oh, okay. But now she talks to me about it, you know? It's like, cause it was more so a fear, like, will you make it doing this? You understand? Because everybody's trying to do it. And I'm like, you know, she's a traditional Jamaican. Work, go to school, work. I'm saying,
work.
Yeah, work, go to school. My pops, he was always lenient. He was like, all right, do what you want to do. You understand? So that's what it's about. My mother, she likes it now. She cool with it now. She watches the videos now.
That's what's up.
She has no choice.
She try to tell you should bring this to the light or that to the light, like put her input.
With my comment? Nah, she don't say nothing about it. She knows about it when one of her friends says something and she watches it. But it's not like don't do this, don't do that, you know. She may see some of the crazy videos I do with the whole screaming, and she may be like, you need to chill out with that. But I'm like, nah, that's how I got started, you know. I can't chill out with that. That's me being me.
Okay,
Definitely appreciate your energy, you know, the talent that you bringing forth. Seem like you're a positive brother. We wish you well.
Appreciate
success.
That. Appreciate y'all for even. Shout out to the homie Vito for bringing me his bonds right there. Shout out to Bonnie. And I appreciate y'all. If y'all don't know, I'm supposed to be on the other show, but they like, yo, we gonna open the start up for you guys. See, you gotta come to Ruff Ryders Radio, man. Hey, look out for you, point blank period, man.
Thank you.
Trust me.
Because originally Trav Q was supposed to be on the Miss Info Tweet Show, which was hosted by Bonnie Kadaver today. And homie got stuck in traffic, so we can't do nothing about that.
Friday night traffic, man.
You mean he's taking my time?
Yeah, thank you so much.
I didn't want to do this, Q. I'm telling you, man.
You bringing some comedy ass, man. Up in here, represent some positive thing. I'm in here trying to change the world. You want to tell jokes. This ain't no funny time. Jokes. Goddamn scream someplace else, baby.
Gotta scream in and Ruff Ryders! You know what it is, man. We lit out here.
Shut it down. Head out.
I'm gonna stay in the shop.
Trav Q, before you go, man, what is your favorite Ruff Ryders song?
He's a comedian, so you
That,
do it to him.
That Stop Drop, you know what I'm saying?
The anthem, the Ruff Ryders
anthem. But it was a remix, yo, that Snoop Dogg was on. Yo, I used to bump it. I can't remember the name.
That was on the compilation.
Yo, that remix right there, when I was younger, I used to play that all the time, yo.
World War 3, I think it was. Or Swift.
Yo,
West Coast.
That remix right there?
He did the West joint.
Yeah. Yo, can y'all play that right now?
Yeah, now we definitely gonna play that.
Yeah.
DJ Twin Solo. If he can get on the tables for a little minute, give us a little mix. DJ Twin Solo, give us a little mix.
What's your IG with it?
Oh yeah, my Instagram is TravQ. I'm TRAVQUE. So is my website is TravQ everything. So if you ever need to find me, you can't make any excuses. My email is travq@gmail.com. TRAVQUE website and all my social media. You can find me. I answer my DMs and I respond. And that's Robbie Nope right there, right? Shout out to Robbie. You know what I'm saying? He produced a track for a video I starred in. You know what I'm saying? She belongs to the game.
Small world.
Yeah, shout out to Troy Adams, so you know what time it is, man.
Yo.
Let's get into some music.
What's up, it's your boy Trav Q, and you're checking out Cage Media ENT. Stay humble, stay working. It's lit.
We here at Ruff Ryders Radio. You tuned in with your boy Super Cool Q, whole Jaguar family. Every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. baby.
Jake and that's Rob Money. We here, man. Every Friday, 8 to 10. Ruff Ryders Radio.
So we ain't done yet.
We never done.
Working for the people, we never done, right?
Right, that's right.
When you work for the people, you never done. And I said it, you know, when I posted it up, I said Erica Ford ain't company. Because I didn't know how many people she was gonna bring.
You bring them out.
Yeah, definitely bring them out. She out here working, she in these streets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A lot of people say they in these streets, but they not in the streets the way Erica Ford is in these streets. So, let us know.
So we talked earlier about the urban yogis, and we have a group of young men who just joined us: Shaquille, Jatan, and Raheem, and the three of them are part of the urban yogis team, and we're up at Ruff Ryders Radio. So I know that Shaquille is also has, as I always say, the hottest song out called "Get On the On the Road."
On the road?
So they can talk about the yoga work, and then talk about how they shifted from they really make culture. So we talked about transformation of mind, body, soul, the transformation of that. And so we tricked Shaquille into going to yoga class.
Trick them?
Yeah, we tricked them. What black young man you know gonna go to yoga class? You know what I'm saying? And so we told him to go get a job, and they tell him where he was going, and they said go to this address, and he got there, and you know, it's on you, bro.
I mean, so yeah, it's probably like 5 years ago, like you said.
Introduce yourself.
Man, I go by Killy, aka Super Cool Q, that's my stage name. But as Erica was saying, about 5 years ago, I was working for a summer youth. She was just like, yeah, I need you to go pick something up. So I'm like, all right, cool, just give me the address, I'm gonna go and get it. I get there, it's like a yoga studio. I meet this guy named Eddie Stern. Big shout out to my man Eddie Stern, man, good dude. And it was just like, that point, like right then and there, I couldn't be like, oh, this is bullshit, I'm out of here.
Good.
I can't be taking this. So Eddie happened to actually be a good dude. So from that day on, we just kept building a relationship. Just a whole lot came from out of it.
Okay, standing next to you, we have.
My name is Raheem, and I'm also part of the Urban Yoga program. And I got introduced to Erica Ford, my best friend.
Best friend.
Oh, y'all best friends. So he tricked you into getting into yoga too, huh?
He actually tricked me. He asked me, was I open to doing yoga? At first, I was a little resistant. I was like, nah, I'm from the hood, I'm from Baisley, I'm not doing no yoga. That's for females.
Right.
So one day I just went and I took the class and shit broke me up. Like I was working out. So I was like, alright, fuck it, let me just give it a shot. Let me get off the corner and try something new.
Right.
So that's what I did. I got off the corner and I just continued to win, and it just turned into a job. That's pretty much it.
And over here, sitting on the table.
Also, Jaton, part of the organization, just like
Speak a
everybody
little
else.
louder so this way we hear you.
My name is Jaton, also part of the organization, just like everybody else, just using yoga as a tool to just transform ourselves in the hood. Just like letting it branch out, letting it just be a lot of people.
And when you guys say yoga, you mean yoga. It's not like no game, it's not no.
Yoga, flexibility, yoga, the yoga that you think of, mind, body, and the yoga that we need.
Break out the mat, start stretching out, meditating.
I
Talk a little bit about
said I'm gonna wait till I'm like 50 to start doing yoga. But I think my body, I'll be running, making long runs like marathons. I've been training for the New York City Marathon, so I think that I actually completed last year. Shout out to me.
Yeah, definitely, man.
And I'm running this year,
Just don't
November
lose
5th.
Don't lose
So I
momentum.
think I'm a challenge myself. I want to do something different. So I
Yeah.
might get into the yoga thing, and I want to do boxing too. You know, I want to like.
I'm
share
with you on the
some-
boxing.
I want to get into
Yoga, you
yoga.
gotta
So
convince
if a new person getting into yoga was like, what would you tell a person that as far as having an open mind and getting into yoga?
As far as yoga is just a tool. It's just like if a new person get into anything, like you have to be open-minded to it.
Right.
Like a lot of things we put stereotypes and things on it. Like I can't be gay unless I'm gay, or I can't be feminine unless I'm feminine.
Okay.
Yoga is just like anything else. It's something new. It's something out of the norm, but it's real useful, and it helps us and it helps me. So being that it helps me, I want to help people that's like me and people that come from circumstances that I come from.
And it helps you in what way?
Like balance, a lot of balance, my thought process, seeing things clear. It's bigger than the yoga. It's just like the whole lifestyle. Our whole lifestyle is like wellness, just transferring our minds, our bodies, everything. Transferring our communities, just transferring everything. Just elevating.
So do you has your eating habits changed?
Most definitely, and that's like a big part. Like if you come like in a lot of urban neighborhoods, like the food is really horrible. Like everything is really horrible. So like besides the yoga, like we really want our community back in like any shape or form that we could get it. Whether it's yoga, whether it's guided, it's just like it's bigger than just the yoga. Yoga is just a tool that we use,
Right.
But really trying to help people and really doing this thing out of genuine love. This is like our service.
Definitely just, not stereotyping, but, people in the street will see three young guys like you guys, the way you guys are dressed, the way you guys walk. They want to say these guys are part of the yoga class or yoga instructors or anything like that. You know, do you get any feedback from other friends or people in your neighborhood? They see you walking around with the mat, like, yo, what are you doing? Like, where you
No,
going?
I mean, we like besides the yoga, like we always been those guys, you know, like the cool kids. So like in the beginning, you know, it's new to people. So if people were like, oh, I don't know, but it's like we always been trendsetters, you know, we always been leaders in our community. So it's just like if they could do it, we're open to do it. So we allow people to do this. Like, oh, if they doing that, we doing that.
Let's talk about your music. How'd you get into music, your music career?
My friends actually was big into music. I used to like play a lot of sports, like basketball. But music, it wasn't something I was always into. My friends was doing it, so it just sort of turned into a hobby. And then this year I was just like, I'm gonna take this shit serious.
Very talented.
So you sing, rap?
I wanted
artistry.
It's a combination of both.
Yeah, I'm just an artist, man.
You're just an artist?
One day I might wake up, feel like I can sing, and the next day I may wake up and feel like I can rap, and I just do whatever I feel like doing.
So who are some of your influences?
I would definitely say Kendrick Lamar, Young Thug, Jay-Z. Why you say Young Thug? Why you say
It's like you went to two opposite sides. You went to Kendrick
That's a
and then
totally
Young Thug.
opposite.
It's like,
And that's who he is. So they don't stay in a box.
me and my brother probably, we on the same wave.
I
So
know,
like,
yeah.
whoa, hold on a second. You just went opposite. You know what I mean?
I would say Hov, definitely.
What you thought about his 444 album?
Magnificent. Actually, guys back in my neighborhood said like shit was boring. I was just thinking, how could you ever say something like that is boring?
I walk away from
That shit is
people
like a handbook. That shit's like a handbook of life,
Yeah,
bro.
it
Especially
is.
when you're like an artist or any kind of like entrepreneur or anything that you're doing, whether it's street, whether it's legal, whatever it is that you're doing, that shit's like a handbook for life.
Yeah.
That's what I look at 444. So, shit was a great album, if you ask me.
Definitely a great album. And you know what it is? It's definitely light years ahead of this generation. This generation is completely lost. They don't know what music is.
Nah, I mean, you can't
Well,
cast the
yeah, I
whole
mean,
generation out.
Yeah, not the whole
No,
generation.
You can't
Because
do that.
The majority.
I would
So we
say
can say about
about
60%.
This generation is a good
like,
generation.
we would have
They
to
stuck
divide
on Molly and Percocet.
It's 60.
We would have to
It's
divide
about
it.
60%.
This generation
It's over 50.
They glorify drug use.
Which
That's
is
not
correct.
majority. That's
correct.
That's if you're looking at that part. A lot of people don't in this generation don't
You
glorify.
can be objective,
But I mean, we trying to always look at the negative, so we'll let that be bigger than it. It's a lot of Kendrick Lamars in this generation also.
Where?
It's a lot.
Joey Badass.
No, Joey Badass, yeah.
They just don't play him. They don't play him.
You know what it is? It's balanced, but it's more so like the influence of the radio is like they're gonna play the stuff that is
Trending.
Yeah, that's
Stuff
trending
that's trending
and
moving.
puts a negative
The
spin.
things that- the
It
things
puts a
that-
negative spin on the culture.
The things that they're eating on.
That's true. That's true. So those things
Or
may
probably
overshadow the
or probably
positive.
be New York radio, because if you go out to like Cali, like a lot of other places play urban records, play their hometown records. A lot of people, like the rap is much bigger now. Like it's really bigger than back in the
Prime
day.
example. we
And
just-
everybody is not chasing that top spot no more. It's a different. So like you gotta respect everybody's craft, no, regardless of what they're doing. If you're selling Molly, if that's what you're doing, because people been influenced, it's been negative influence regardless of. I just respect everybody's craft. Like me personally, I don't do no drugs.
Yeah.
But I like Future. I like Young Thug. I like Lil Yachty. I like Kendrick Lamar. I like Jay-Z.
I like some of their music, but I don't like the agenda that they're pushing. Like I'm not gonna wear a purse. I'm not gonna wear a dress. So if that's not something that I do, if I don't use drugs, why would I rap about it? Like if I don't use perks, Molly's, and none of that shit, why would I rap about that and say it's cool to do it? Like
You don't listen.
I can't. Like
Just don't listen to it.
So like,
it's not just to listen to, but it's out there. So you can tell a kid like, don't listen to that and not be influenced by that, right? Because we know kids, they like sponges, they soak shit up, right? So I want to hold a man accountable for what he says out his mouth. Like, if this is not what you doing, then why you rapping about it?
But what if
You get what I'm
that's
saying?
what they doing?
But Future said he don't do drugs. He said he don't do the drugs that he rap about.
I would say
That's what he said.
I would say I didn't do the drugs.
Young Thug said he's not
$1
Looking for that endorsement
If I
check,
had
man.
$1 million of contracts on the table, I would say I don't do drugs either. I would never openly admit to being a drug addict. You don't do stuff like that. That's taking money out of
So you guys are very educated in music. What road are you guys going to travel to get your music out there and not be, misled by your fan base as far as like, the direction that you guys want to go with?
I can say something, then he can say something because he's the artist. So one thing, we're gonna stay true to ourselves. That's one, and not creating the music. For me, most likely, a lot of the music he creates is through experience, like keeping that real connection. Through experience, like even if it's a party song, whether it's a song that connects with you, but like basically just staying true to yourself. Not preaching something you don't do. Like a lot of artists do that, but we, as people, we don't have to focus on that. We just could do what we do.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times we spend time worrying about what they're doing and not putting in no work. Like, okay, they can sell that, they can tell that Molly, but we could tell our story too and inspire this generation regardless, because it's gonna always be both. It's always gonna be the yin and yang. It's gonna always be that. So, but when he says something wrong, we can't just like, oh, you doing this, you doing that, because it's always gonna be there.
So yeah, basically, like he said, man, it's just like, just believing. Just believing that I'm confident in and staying true to myself, staying true to what I believe in. Just being free, man, as free as possible. Just letting the ideas come, and whatever comes, I'm putting it out.
Okay, so in this song that you brought for us here today, what can we expect out of this track?
This track is, I would say it's like universal, like kids love it, my mom like it, my friends like it, but the bigger picture of the record came from like, we was working like in the school system, like we do this whole curriculum work where we wrote these whole curriculums out based around wellness that had these tools of yoga and stuff in it. We had these grants, but there was a problem with some of the people that was connected to the grants, so they shut the whole operation down. So like we didn't have anything to do with it, but it still affected us. It's like that was our job, so we couldn't get paid.
Some way, somehow everything was connected.
Exactly, so everything was cut. So basically, it was a way for me to take my frustration and like just put it into joy so that people could just share the experience with me. But you would never know it. Like if you hear the record, you just think it's just like one of those happy, fun records, but it came from a real state of like frustration. Like I just lost my job and shit, so that's where this record came
Excuse me,
from.
boss, your phone is ringing.
Where our DJ? Where's our DJ?
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi on the boards? Chi-Chi on the boards?
Yeah, Chi-Chi on the boards. You got that music queued up? On the road? Yeah, on the road. Yo, I'm fucking with that record.
You heard it, right? It sound like some fun shit, like a
Yeah.
You gotta dance to that? You gotta dance up to that? Nah, it sound like one of them joints that the kids have a dance to and shit, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, kids,
I like the melody in it.
You can also go check out my Instagram page at SuperCoolQ, and you can just see like the club go crazy when the record comes on. Shit just be crazy.
Who gave you that name?
I gave myself that. It was GQ, but like just from like it came from the movie Juice, but like growing up, like we always had like a group of friends. It's just like everybody like relates to somebody, so that was basically who I related to. GQ.
So these brothers here,
a whole bunch of people have the name GQ, so I was just like, no, I'm a cool dude.
Super Cool Q.
So I just go with Super Cool Q.
So
Sincere, you remember Black Just?
Huh?
Black Just from Queens?
Yes.
That's his son.
Oh, that's
Oh,
his
what?
son?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He kept that super low, huh?
Yeah, he kept that on the low. That's what.
No, but the record, honestly speaking, I really enjoyed it. dope melody. Everything from the song was just like it catches your attention. You know what I mean? As an artist, you want that. You want people to gravitate to your music, and that's definitely the vibe you're giving off with this track. I want to hear more music from you, and keep doing what you're doing, man.
Good looking, man.
Dude, being that we just found that out, that black this shit, but do you get stereotyped because of how?
I don't really like broadcast that reason
Right.
because I don't really like. I want you to judge me off that.
Right.
Well, it's not
Come to you
natural.
as my own person.
That's good.
That's dope that you said it that way. The way you worded it. We interviewed somebody. I'm not going to mention his name, and just the vibe that person gave was just like, yo, man, listen, take your complete ignorance and go that way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna see that's the negative, but the positive.
No,
we
definitely.
interviewed.
Yeah, and
No,
I'm just saying
about
that I'm liking the way he went off.
Right, and I know the negative. I was thinking about the positive. I thought you was gonna say Chris Rivers because we interviewed him,
Nah, Chris Rivers.
and just like the way he's trying to lead his legacy, versus his father's legacy. He's like he's trying to completely separate himself from that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's dope that you're doing that. Like, you just. I don't want to mention that. Like, I want y'all to look at me, the talent that I have to offer the world.
And
It's dope.
and down the line, I was somehow
Right.
let it be known exactly who I am. But
Okay.
So you want everybody to know Superboy Q.
super cool kid.
I mean, super
He said call him Superboy. Super cool Q.
I'm bad with names.
You got
Always
Schoolboy
tell me
Q, you got Superboy Q.
super
That's
cool.
dope, man.
Super cool.
You know what I mean? So you want everybody to know you first, and then you come out with that jab like, yeah, this is my pops. You know what I'm saying? Or,
If I have to.
If you have to, okay.
Y'all doing the acting? You do acting? This is a smooth one right here. I like him. He's very calculated. You know what I'm saying? This is when he speak, like he gon' you know what I'm saying? I like it. I like his energy. So when you in the studio and you hear something you don't like, do you tell him like, listen, bro, that's not it? I need you to.
You take constructive criticism.
I think I'm the main one that tells you that though.
Oh, you the main one?
It's big,
Okay. That's the main key. As an upcoming artist, try to eliminate the yes men in your life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
Because you got brothers out here that got 100 deep in the studio, chilling and all that. And just because they in the studio, they doing the Instagram, the Snapchat and all that, thinking they cool off of your back, because you're the one that's paying for the studio time. They just looking for a place to chill and all of that. So they get, oh yeah, that shit is dope. And meanwhile, they lying to you. So try to involve yourself with, look like you got on the right path.
a lot of times I'll just go.
By yourself,
Yeah,
just go, bro.
I call them to come through. It's just vibe out like that. Or I send it to them like, yo, what you think? You think I should do something different? How you feel about this? And I go with that. I usually like to just take care of it first,
Then come.
then send it out.
How important is when your brothers come by and critique your work?
Super important. Because
Super
for
important.
one, they know what's going on. They know what people. They not only are they my friends, but they also are big fans of music. So it's huge when it's coming from somebody that's close to me. That's like, nah, that's not really it. And don't get me wrong, they could be wrong. It's records that some of my friends ain't big about, but somebody else is telling me like, yo, I know on the road it's hard, but this shit right here is gonna do it for you. So you may never know, but they input is super important.
That's dope, man. Well, what can we expect from you in the coming weeks, coming years?
Near future.
I'm speaking in the coming months. Dropped my first tape. It's coming months, maybe like
You got a name for the first tape?
2 months. Nah, not yet.
Or you
but
gonna
it's
come back? Listen,
It's finished though. It's finished. I don't have a name for it, but it's
on the
finished.
strength of this record, I want you to come back.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? On the strength of this record, this interview, I want you to come back.
And we not just saying that because you affiliate with Eric Ford. We like the song.
Definitely.
We don't care.
Just come up, hit me up, just be like, yo, Sin, listen, it's done. The records are done. I'm on my way.
It's done.
That's it.
All I need is a name and a date. It's done. It's
Oh, okay,
done.
definitely, man. Let me know. If we can help out, we definitely will.
I'm gonna hold you to that too, man. That's another.
Definitely, man. Let me
that's
tell you,
another
I'm saying
thing.
it live on air. Your boy
And I want you
Sincere
to know
just
this too. That's
open the
another
door.
thing, man. Being what we spoke about just a minute ago, the bloodline I come from. Like, people always come to me and be like, yo, you just wild nonchalant. Like, it's not that I'm wild nonchalant, bro. Just don't sell me no dreams, bro.
Yeah.
A man only got his words.
Yeah, definitely.
When you break your word, it's just like you don't got nothing else.
Exactly. We need more people to keep their words, man. You know how many people be like, yo, Sin, I'm coming up there, I'll be there, such and such. That's why I really don't promote things that much, you know what I'm saying? Because dude have you promoting them, and next thing you know, he ain't showing up, man. And I ask you once, and that's it. You know what I mean? Because if you ask me once, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Ask O once, he going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Unless he tell you he ain't going to do it, I ain't going to do it, then we ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? But, Erica Ford, thank you for coming out.
Thank you for bringing the people through too, man. I enjoy bringing young artists.
Thank y'all for having us. I want to thank you for
that brother. What's the last brother name? What's his
Robbie.
Oh, he can sing. He can sing.
Yeah, both of these records you brought up, they're both going on rotation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put these on rotation and rock out with them. And you're going to hear it here, Ruff Ryders Radio, man. We're going to go on the road with this one.
Definitely wish you brother success. Erica, you already know you family. You're welcome to come through anytime you got anything going. Let us know. We promoting that. We promote peace here. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. We wish all of you well.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
We also have put some hats.
Y'all bring us hats? Uh-oh. I
Oh,
love
hats.
merch.
Oh, okay.
I love
Okay.
merch. I love merch on the road. Let me see.
The VVS brought Henny. Ha!
Show me the hat. This
Oh, that's
Duce.
Duce?
This ain't Henny.
I was like, yo.
Huh? Hold up the hat.
Oh, yeah, I put it on.
Put this on. Let's take this off.
It's gonna match with my. Oh, it matches with you too. Oh,
Definitely match.
yeah, let's get it. Here we go. Yeah. He brought by some gifts. This is how we do it, man. I'm going on the road with my hat.
On the road.
I'm on the road with it.
Ruff Ryders.
You already know what it is, man.
Yeah, with it.
DemBXboyz, 8 to 10. Thank you to Erica Ford for coming out. Love and support is
Thank you
real.
for having us, yo. Thank you for having us.
Bars and peace. Peace and bars.
We gotta get this flick right quick.
Yeah, come on.